So let's look at first the introduction to algebra. There was the example of a plus a plus a equals 3a, which is fine. Now, it was stated verbally that this is the same as 2 plus 2 plus 2 can be written as 3 multiplied by 2. But I really believe that we need to show that example so that the children are not only hearing it, but also seeing it. So it's very good, especially at the stage of introducing algebra, to link it up with arithmetic because they're familiar with arithmetic concepts. And all we're doing, basic algebra, is really doing arithmetic with letters. The other thing I felt that needed emphasis was, again, it was stated verbally, this is a term, and if you put two such terms together, then together they make up an expression. Again, this was stated, but I felt it needed to be written out. And before that, to explain what are like terms, what are unlike terms. So this is an expression because it has unlike terms that cannot be simplified any further. It is true you can get an expression with A's and B's, but you can simplify it down to an expression of a collection of A's, a collection of B's. I would do a video for addition and subtraction, and then I would do another one for multiplication and division. While we're on the addition and subtraction, there was the example given, and it was simplified to 2a plus 2b. What needs to be shown is that this can be rearranged. So that expression could be written in that form, and then we can put the A's together and the B's together, and then simplify it. Furthermore, when we have additions and subtractions, this particular example, the answer was actually given as 1a minus 1b, and you can see that's incorrect. So that in fact was an error that needs to be corrected. But I want to do something like this here. So I'm going to put it in this form. In fact, I'm going to make that the plus and this the minus. And show that when we rearrange it, the sign with the A comes with it. So I'm going to reorganize the order of these terms, and when I do that, the sign in front of the term comes with it. So then it becomes a plus 2b and a minus b. So to show that you can rearrange a collection of like and unlike terms, but when you do it, the sign goes with it. If I could go on to the multiplication and division, which I'm suggesting you do in a separate video, you had the example of a multiplied by a giving a squared. And again, I think it was said verbally, but I would have wanted you to show that if we have 4 multiplied by 4, we know that that can be written simplified to or squared and then get an answer afterwards. With a square, yeah, not much difference, but if you had something like this, we don't want to keep writing that out, and we say that that can be expressed as 4 to the power of 5. So show the arithmetic example there. Then when we came to division, the example of a cubed over a was given, and you talked about subtracting an a from the top. You were talking about the rules of indices. Now, if that's been covered, fine, not a problem. But I would begin by saying, well, what does a cubed mean? That's what it means. Divided by a, and show that these cancel to give you the result a squared. And that is why we can subtract the powers. Right.